Okay. Monday night, let's go. Let's go. This is going to be the Charlotte Lester update. Good evening, everybody. Been waiting to tell you a lot. There's a lot going on. We're going to let everyone kind of file in on this chilly. Why is it so windy out? Windy Monday night. But let me let everybody to file in a little bit, and then we'll see where we're at. Good evening, one and all. Here I am. It is Juan. It is Monday Night Live. Monday Night Live. Yes, it is. Yes. Good evening, one and all. Let me take a little attendance. Who do I see? Hi there, Nancy. There's Alex Roy. Much better than the rain. I agree with that, Alex. I like your attitude. Can you move this a little closer, please? Just a little bit. Okay. I think that is better. Here I am. Folks, there you are. Good evening, one and all. There's Roberta. There's Crystal. We wait for... How's the sound? We wait for Roberta. Folks, share that you are watching. Hi there, Colby. We have a lot to tell you. Hi there, Denise. Hola, one and all. We wait for Roberta to give us the thumbs up. And we are waiting on... I think everything should be okay. We are just waiting on Roberta Farrell. And here it comes, folks. The word is... She says... AV, sound is good, I'm on the phone. Okay, we'll take that then. All right, there we go. Thank you, Roberta. All right, folks, here we go. Now, a lot of times when we're talking about the Charlotte Lester case, hi, there's Jane Rice. There's my friend Jane Rice. Now, a couple different things, you know, I'd like to explain a little bit, and then we'll open up the floor for questions if people can wait a little bit. A lot of times, I don't like when people just blurt things out, because then I feel like no one is really listening. But tonight I may have a little more. Hi there, Denise. Yes, good evening, Shana. So there's Roberta. There we go. Folks, thank you. May, new month, means new stars. All right, a number of different things. So let's do this. It's just 7:17. I am in no rush. Celtics are playing tonight, but that's okay. I normally don't watch it till the second half anyway. But anyhow. I think sound should be okay. Could move these up a little bit. I'm going again with the cordless. Folks, I'm always trying new. I think this is fine though. Always going with new, trying out different sound mechanisms, so to speak, instead of the microphone. Let me just do that. Okay, I think it should be fine. If I go like this, it's really fine. Okay, now, where do things stand? Now, as I am talking, someone is sending a video. That's interesting. Thank you, Alex Roy. Now I have to stop, and now I have to check why is someone sending me a video. Oh, okay. I'm getting my own video. All right, now, couple things. Now, first of all, tomorrow, my case against Mark Lester. Hi there, Renee Cook, Cynthia McLaughlin. So let me update everyone. And then, listen, I will open up the floor. I'll answer questions. I'll answer your questions with what I can, if I can. Tomorrow, it is I can't go. I don't need to be there. But it's another conference with the prosecutors representing me on Perkins, Mark Perkins, Orange Ski Mask Man, and where things stand. So... Now, I don't think this will go to trial. We don't know. Juan never knows. If it does, then I would obviously tell you ahead of time. Hi there, Kristen Elizabeth. There's nothing freezing up. Who put that? Lynn Miller. It is not freezing. There's David. So I guess we could just start to blend in. Now, I'd really like it if people could just wait till I finish before we start firing questions, because there's a very good chance I'm going to answer whatever question you may have. So that's the way I'm going to proceed. And I'll start with the first one. Is he going to get jail time? You're not listing. We're not there yet. It's still going through the motions. It would be unusual for something like that to happen, but the case is not resolved yet. These cases take a long time. It's progressing through the process. For those of you that have been watching for quite some time, I don't think people recognize just how long the criminal justice system is in our state, of which Attorney General Peter Nerona, to his credit, is trying to get more people in his staff. But myself aside, hi there, Christy. Thank you for the stars. I like to remind people that, I covered, there was a murder case from February of March of 19 that still has not gone to trial yet, right? That's the Michael Marabisi case. So, all things being relative, I mean, it is what it is. It was last August. Now, there's a focal point. The anniversary is coming up, and there's going to be a vigil on the night of Tuesday night. I shared this on the page, Charlotte Lester Vigil. Tuesday night, and it is May 16th, which is the one-year anniversary, the last time Charlotte was seen alive, and she was going up the hill to Staples. Now, when I shared that this morning, I have to admit, myself and the family were surprised at the people that immediately started saying, oh, did they find her? Oh, did they find her? Now, folks, I mean, I'll cut right to the chase. I mean, are you kidding me? Don't you think if they found her or found her body, don't you think I would post that in huge caps? I would do an emergency live. Oh, did they find her? How do people jump to that? What? No. But what is a family supposed to do? Not acknowledge the one-year anniversary? It's not a candlelight vigil. It'll be at 6:30 in Apponaug. I will be live streaming, but you can come. Ladybug will be there. The family will be there. But no. And I also want to just address something. Thank you, Jane Rice, and there's Robin. Folks, and there's Michael Correa, there's Dan Coolers. I know some of you mean well, but some of the posts that people put, I am praying. First of all, when you see that emoji of the hands, it's not prayer. It's people high-fiving. So it doesn't mean anything anyway. All these people think it's prayer. No, it's the high-five. It's the high-fiving to people. But anyhow, someone put, I pray that she'll be returned safely to her family. Listen, the family has accepted. She's not being returned safely to her family. I don't know if I need to be the bearer of bad news. Some of you, and I'm not trying to chastise, I'm not, but get with the program. Oh, did they find her? You don't think I would put that in huge blanking letters, breaking in, major alert, breaking news, body recovered, boom, boom, boom? Oh, did they find? You think I would just put, oh, there's going to be a vigil, they found, what? However, being as it may, Tuesday night, May 16th, last time she was found alive. No, they didn't find her. And the family has already come out and said, this is about accountability. This is about holding someone or some persons responsible and accountable for what happened to Charlotte Lester. I'm praying she returns safely to her family. You're the only one, because no one else thinks that. So I don't know what you're basing this on. Now, in fairness, we have a lot of new people. That's fine. That's why I put an update. I put a huge update on DePetro.com. Now, that has the latest, and that is cheat sheet, right? People that have not been following and want to know and want to deal in facts. Now, there are things that I have learned, and actually, as many of you know, we've been leading the charge on this all the way through, that for various reasons, and I want to repeat, this is a missing persons case. No one's been charged with a crime because there have been no charges brought in a crime. So it remains a missing persons case. And I've had people say, well, you said so-and-so. I've never called anyone, pick a name, killer, murderer, no, zero. We always come back to, follow the police. Where have the police been? I try everything. I mean, I figured if I do an update, people would read it. People don't read it. We shared that there's going to be a vigil on the 1-year anniversary. She went missing. Oh, did they find her? Like, yeah, she was hiding in a shed. Like, what are you talking about? No. Now, and I will answer questions, because I understand there are questions. I am still very confident that this will, thank you, Denise, will be, there's David San Martino. Happy birthday, David. I am very confident that this is going to be solved by the Warwick Police. We've been saying that all along. And to their credit, Warwick Police have always made this a priority case. So why would I be a little wound up? Well, I've learned a couple of things. And if you go to DePietro.com, I did a posting. Charlotte Lester case approaches 1 year. There's a lot of information there, folks. And one of the things that I mentioned it today during the noon report that even I found out was, as many of you know, or maybe you don't know, but I'll tell you now. And don't go to Channel 12 doesn't have it yet. No, right? No blank Sherlock. Neither does 10, neither does anyone else. Gee, Dan York didn't mention that. Yeah, okay. Gee, boy, that's saying a lot. Thanks for, insulting me. But even at the time, I didn't know how significant that mattress was. The fact and the circumstances of how Mark Perkins, the owner of 29 Staples, Orange Ski Mask Man, does it ring a bell? The fact of the whole evolving story about the mattress, it's even more significant than when I broke that story last June, that no one else has. But we have proven it since then, right? The police were looking for it. The police have gone out at different times looking at mattresses. We broke that. And then we posted on DePietro.com the audio of his family discussing the mattress and the purchase of the new mattress. And also, as we have talked, and also the page, searching for Charlotte Lester, the mattress is significant. And there's an element of it of, why would someone lie to a family member? Because if you heard the tape, and it's on DePietro.com, it's on the website, and there's the family member saying he purchased the mattress, the new mattress, the day before she disappeared. And that never has made sense, because he had just purchased a new mattress for 29 Staples back in the fall of 21. So someone has a 20 or 25-year-old mattress, and all of a sudden, not only did they get a new mattress in the fall of 21, they get another mattress in the spring of 22. Timeout. Doesn't make sense. Now, some of you may remember, I even had that jerk next door neighbor. Who cares? People buy mattresses all the time. Okay, fair enough, but 2 mattresses in less than 6 months, and by the way, no info on where the old mattress went, or the more newer 6-month-old mattress. Who gets a new mattress after 6 months when you haven't bought one? But more importantly, why would you lie about it? Right? Why would you lie to a family member about it? I think that's a really interesting question. Now, I'm on the posting of DePietro.com, and it's the top story. And I have I'm looking at the first press release the Warwick Police put out, and they have a lot of information there. And that went out the week of the 16th. And then I have the Warwick Police Department, and as I have said, I have a lot of respect for the Warwick Police Department. I think the chief is solid. All the individuals that I have met are solid. They have never stopped working on this case. I want to reaffirm my conviction and belief that there will be an arrest in this case. Now, there's more information about that, and it just kind of goes through, the timeline. But right below that, I have valuable evidence is the name of one of the posts. And this is really important. So before people ask questions, and I will answer, but if you read that, Do police have video of her truck arriving on Staples? That's a really important fact, and I don't hear anyone mention it. No, we don't know the answer to that. But we do know there are people in that area and street, from what we understand, that have a Ring doorbell. Therefore, let's just think this through. Monday night, May 16th of last year. So someone has the red truck, Charlotte's truck, around 10 o'clock going up the hill. Now, a question is, do they have that? And number two, when do they have the truck leaving? More importantly, who's driving the truck when it leaves? Does it leave that night? Does it leave the next morning? Does it leave Tuesday? Does it leave Wednesday? We don't know, but that's really significant. I can't stress to you how significant and important that is. Who was driving the truck when it was left at Kent? Now, I have learned, I'm not going to say who, but there are cameras at Kent, as we've talked about, and it's my understanding, and I'm not going to say who, but God is good, knock on wood, you know, that video surveillance would prove to be valuable. Now, is it a crime to leave someone's truck? Of course not. Is it a crime to leave someone's truck in a hospital parking lot? No, but it's just like another card. It's like another thing added on to the top. What video is there? The truck dropped off at Kent. Again, that's really significant. Didn't get there on its own. How did it get there? Right? Who got it to Kent and who left it there? Very significant. How did her dog end up on Elmwood Avenue, Belmont Park? Not far from where Buffet J confronted the chosen one. But do police have video of where was the dog on Monday night? Where was the dog on Tuesday? Her dog Chloe, Charlotte's dog Chloe, was not found until Wednesday night, May 18th. Where was Chloe on that night? Here's a good question. Did a neighbor see the dog on Tuesday? Did a neighbor hear the dog barking? All valid questions. A lot of clues right there. Now, I have told you they found Charlotte's blood in the house. I've learned more about it, and then it makes sense to me, because keep in mind, were police treating that house, Staples Avenue, home of Mark Perkins, were they treating it as a crime scene for 1 week? No. Were they treating it 24/7, work police on the spot? Were they treating it as a crime scene for 2 weeks? Keep going. 3 weeks? Higher. For a month. So the question has always been, what evidence would someone have that you could get a judge to sign off? Judge, here's the evidence we have. Okay. A month. Stay as long as you need. Not 6 hours. Not 8 hours. Not a day. A month. A month. So it's been reaffirmed, and what's really important is the where. Where it was found in the house is really interesting. Now, obviously, he has not been, as you can imagine, as much as his attorney claimed, he wasn't. Come on, the police wanted to talk to him. You know, yes, no, grunt, that type of thing. No, not forthcoming, and I believe he will never talk about it. However, I would also, I'm very curious what the working theory of the police is, because that's really important. Now, folks, it's not your imagination. And I know people go into cell phones. Did she have a cell phone? All this other stuff. I'm not saying those things don't. You know, we've heard, you know, her phone, of which she was always attached to with the dog, boom, was not working past Monday night into Tuesday, and then ceased. So there's that. And I know everyone watches CSI, and you're able to, track a cell phone, because they always do on the episodes, it's not always like that. And many times some of the surveillance cameras we have in Rhode Island don't exactly work. Now, here's the photo, and again, this is on DePietro.com. That's Charlotte's truck when they towed it out of Kent Hospital. Now, and there's also, obviously, the love note. That was really interesting. And here's the police on Staples Avenue, right? 24/7. Now, this is really important, and then I shall take questions. But the Perkins arrest, now I've learned more about that. And what I've learned is he just didn't snap because I was out in front broadcasting. What I have learned is what he made him snap and attack me, of which we're still going to court over, felony assault with that lawnmower, was that I broke the story on the mattress. The mattress plays a larger role in this whole thing than even I had imagined initially, and his varying answers about his new mattress. So if you read on the website, Perkins' August arrest, number one, it showed premeditation. He was ready, right? That was a planned attack. He had the mask, he had the music, he had the lawnmower ready. It shows someone capable of violence with planning involved. So it was very significant. He set the trap, and then he sprang into action. It also demonstrated his ability to be very violent and snap and become a maniac and ready to kill. He also lied to the police instantly. Once I called 911, and once the work police arrived on the scene, and once they entered the home, he immediately was like, I don't remember anything. I blacked out. I don't remember. Did you take his equipment? No. His equipment's not in your house? No. And then of course they find it. You didn't attack him? No. So there's no video of you attacking Juan? No. What does it tell you? It shows you he, in a moment's notice, I blacked out. Work police are like, blacked out. This was 10 minutes ago. This was 5 minutes ago. What do you mean you blacked? I don't know. I don't remember. I blacked out. It shows someone, not everybody lies to police. What is he? Right out of the box. No, wasn't me. No, that wasn't, like the whole thing. Blacked out, I don't remember, from 5 minutes earlier. So, all right. Now that's a lot. And it may not seem like a lot, but it's a lot. So with that, I will, in fact, now try to answer, yes, some of your questions. All right, you guys have been very patient. Let me just reset, and then I'm going to pull it right up. Hey, you know what? And this is a situation where, there's no stupid questions. Now, there's only stupid answers. If I can't answer, I'm just going to say I can't answer that. And this is one of those times, listen, yes, obviously I know more than I let on, but okay. Ladybug is doing well, Stephanie. We're going to have her on this week. We're going to have LB on this week. Yep. She is going to be on this week. All right. There's our first question. LB returns this week. We've been getting, by the way, she's doing great. I don't think she's smoking anymore, and she's walking without a cane. She's very anxious. Thank you for the stars, everybody, on this. Hey, new month, new stars on this Monday night. Okay. Was the driver a female or a male driving the truck? I'm going to pass on that. Blood found on the scene. DNA tests. Well, it's Charlotte's blood that was found inside the house. So don't worry about Monica. Doreen asked a good question. Is there footage from neighbor cameras as well? That's a very good question. I don't know that. I've heard that. I cannot say. But listen, there's a lot of cameras in and around that area. Put it that way. That, Doreen, that remains an unknown. That remains an unknown. You know, I agree with that, Bill. Gladys was pretty much attentive to what was going on with me, so Gladys Kravitz certainly seemed to have a handle on the neighborhood. Did someone driving to work on Tuesday see the dog in front of the house? I don't know. Was someone driving and saw the truck? That was a red truck. See the red truck there? I don't know. Marianne, there's no evidence about Monica. None. Yes. Ladybug, yes. Was there a cashier who spoke? I think I even said that. Sarah, we did report that yes. He said she's back at the house sleeping. So I've heard that, and I'm gonna confirm that I did hear that, and I'm gonna give credit to the family became aware of that. So I believe the answer to that is yes. Okay, now, and that had to do with why was there a tarp covering the bed of a pickup truck? You know, they do that to preserve any type of evidence. There was no one back there. When it first did it, there was someone at Kent like, oh my God, there's a dead body in the back of the truck. The tarp was put over to preserve any type of evidence from weather, something that could blow out. So, but the tarp was put over that, but it was really just to preserve any type of evidence that they may be able to get. Did Ladybug ring the doorbell? I don't know what that means. Was the truck dropped off in day or night? That's a good question, Lynn Miller. Very good question. I don't have the answer to that. I don't have the answer to that, but I do know that from what I understand, whoever dropped it, they were able to. Now, keep in mind, Kent has cameras around their property, and it's my understanding that Kent, through through video, you can tell who it is. And we're going to leave it at that. I don't know the answer to that one. Did the state police have any involvement in the investigation, says Melissa? You know, that's something for the state police, for the Warwick police. I'm not sure. I mean, they were on site at Kent, and they have the canine, but I'm pretty sure Warwick also has the canine. Actually, I know the Warwick does because I've seen them with the coyotes. State police have any involvement? I don't know. I'm sure Warwick would have tapped into them if they needed it. I'm not sure if they needed the help with that. Okay. Did any of them have a lie detector test? I have not heard. That's not as common as one would think. I want to remind people that no one's been charged here. So many times, you know, we've learned when there's a missing persons case, the first thing they want to do is eliminate, right? Like when a child's missing, the first thing the police want to do is eliminate the parents as suspects. So it is the lie detector test. It is I have not heard of that. I have not heard that anyone did, but I think there was some suspects on the peripheral that may have, but I don't think it's a central part of the investigation. Put it that way. I don't think so. I have not heard any involvement with Buffet J. Here we go. Look at Robin's question, everybody. I'm going to let someone else answer that. It had nothing to do. How's her family holding up, Farrah? Good question. You know, good. Listen, it's a tough year. And it's just, their life goes in limbo because of that. I have not heard about Dunkin' Donuts, Gene. I have not heard about that. Did Kent Hospital... Listen, that's a distraction. The thing with me at Kent Hospital. AJ on a diet. I have no idea. Yes. Okay, lie detector tests. Again, I think I'm very confident that the private investigator that was working with the family, as they posted, if you go to the Facebook page, they talk about they were confident they had eliminated various people in Charlotte Lester's orbit from being suspects. So I'm going to defer to the family answer on that. Yes, Stephanie, that's right. They are having a vigil on the 16th. That is correct. We'll be talking about it a little bit more. Yes, it is Lynn Miller. Terrible year for the family. Did they check the mattress with the stain for evidence, the one that was in the truck? It is my understanding that it is unknown to me if they have located a mattress that they believed is the mattress. That is an unknown. I want to remind people that, police hold their cards tight, and I fully get why, but they haven't announced anything about that. Has Mark's family been questioned again by police? I don't know the answer to that. I heard they walked away, Joe. The person who dropped it off walked away. That's what I heard. That remains to be seen. I think a lot of times, I don't know. I don't know about jail time with my case. I think a lot of times, it is Jade. I think a lot of times, thank you for the stars again, everybody. New month, new stars. I think a lot of times, unfortunately, it's a suspended sentence. I mean, I'm going through it too. They just called me this afternoon and said, oh, your case, there's another hearing on it tomorrow, 9:30. You don't have to be there. I don't believe he's going to be there. It's a status situation. If it can't be resolved, then it could result in a trial. I don't think it'll go to trial. I don't think they want to go to trial. So I don't know about Monica. Definitely. I wouldn't use the word definitely, Katie. Yes, vigil. He has a good attorney, not a great attorney, but he doesn't have an attorney that you hire to do a real estate closing. It's not the type of attorney you get when, whatever, to do a will. I'm not saying he can't do that stuff, but this is a criminal attorney. I think so, Zane. That is exactly right. It is not illegal for someone to drive a truck. It's not. Still trying to work that out, Colby. Still trying to work. There's Tracy Pellegrino. Hey there. Warwick Police has this one, Christopher. No. I don't think that's pertinent. They started with 2 officers, David, no offense. They moved it to just 1 officer. At the time, I did question, hey, you started with 2, 24/7. Now there's 1. It was a manpower thing. And then they realized 1 person could handle it. I wouldn't read anything into that. I don't read anything into that, I should say. Was there any other evidence found at the house like here? Now, Doreen, that's a very good question. Now, the only thing is, remember, she was known to visit there. She was known to be there. They had a relationship. So, okay, they found her here. Yeah, she had been there, the week before. It's not like an OJ thing where they're finding Ron Goldman's blood in the Bronco and they had never met. So, where blood was found or where body particles were found, the extent of how much was found, those are significant. But I would be surprised if you were on a regular basis going in and out of a house and spending some time there, one would think your DNA in here would be found in the house. Nothing major, Rhonda. Some minor stuff, got in trouble, I think, when you'd been drinking years ago, but nothing like this. And I want to remind people, it's a missing person case. No one's been charged. No one's been charged here. He won't go to trial. I agree, Jade Lynn. Yep. Oh, yeah. I agree with that. He has had a criminal defense attorney from the start. And I'm going to repost what his criminal defense attorney said about me probably later tonight on DePietro.com. Okay, why? I think this is 2 questions. Why was FBI not involved? And why was there a delay in calling the police? Okay, I'll take the second one first. Now, when missing on a Monday, okay, in a perfect world, someone would have called, the police that on Tuesday, right? But that's not the way it is. And so maybe someone's like, okay, I didn't talk to this person today. And now it becomes Wednesday. Let's pivot to the Anna Walsh case, right? She leaves New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. She supposedly is in Washington. Her work people called the police on the Wednesday when she didn't show up. The husband did not, Brian Walsh. So, okay, in hindsight, if someone on Tuesday, now most of the time, police will say it's 24 hours. Listen, for those of you that follow, people unfortunately go missing all the time. A lot of times teens go missing because they meet someone online and they leave with them for a period of time, right? They go away for a week, for a weekend, for a day, for a period of time, whatever. So, but this is different missing. So police were not called until Thursday. In hindsight, yes, it is a shame that on Tuesday, someone didn't call the police and said, hey, Charlotte's missing. It is, but, nothing could be done about it. Now, FBI, you got to look at the crimes. And again, I'm not saying these are all good questions, but the FBI, what type of crimes does the FBI get involved with? They get involved with when someone goes over state lines. They get involved with crimes that pertain to this. It doesn't, if they had called them, but most of the time, unless there's a law that would be more federal, like you got to look at when you see the FBI U.S. attorney, it's a lot of gun cases. Sometimes it's financial crime. There's mail fraud. There's things that have to, if someone had been transported over state lines, other than that, there's no reason to do that. The septic system was removed on the Sunday, from what we understand, fairly common in an investigation like that. So, okay. Anne asks a good question. Did he explain the presence of her blood in his house, and do you think they're near an arrest? Let's see. We don't know what conversation he had with police, and we don't know what questions was asked of him by police. So we don't know what the answer is. We don't know. The only people that know the answer to that are the work police and then Perkins and his defense attorney. Do I think they're near an arrest? I know it's a big priority. I know they've worked extremely hard. I have a tremendous confidence in the work police, as all of you should have. I don't know where we are, but I believe this case will be solved. And what I mean by that is I believe there'll be an arrest in the case. I do. Did Charlotte wear wigs sometimes? That is true. The answer to that is yes. Correct. Well, LB was very sick, as you know. So we've kind of removed her from that. Folks, there was a lot of stress. There was a lot of stress from the attack. She was reliving the attack. She had a stroke because of the attack. I can tell you the attack, the way I understand it now, is it was more targeted. He was angry that I discovered about the mattress. And again, not the greatest analogy, but right the end of every Scooby-Doo, the guy's in handcuffs before the police lead him off. What does he say? And I would have got away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. Someone said, how come he didn't attack Channel 12? Well, Channel 12 wasn't doing the story anymore. How come he didn't attack Channel 10? Channel 10 wasn't doing the story anymore. Who broke the mattress? Juan. I did. We own that. And it played a more significant role. It is my understanding he freaked when we were on to him about the mattress. There's Tommy Bryan. Yes, I already answered about the septic system. What else? Did they check the woods near the hospital? That's where they found the notes. That's where they found the notes. I said I would answer questions. I don't know what Ladybug thinks. If this was a person of great influence, things would be different. Melissa, I don't know what you mean by that, though. If this was a person of great influence, you mean more law enforcement would be involved? Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, but I don't think that. I think so, Kim. I believe that. It's possible. I don't know about that. I don't think so. There's Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Kathy and I, if she calls me, I'm answering right away. And I think same with her. We don't know that. I'm not convinced of that. And let me put it this way. You don't hear me talking about water, right? So don't get distracted by things, folks. Don't get distracted by things. You don't hear me talking about that. Okay, Nancy. That's fine. She sees water in a light blue barrel. I'm not sure what to make of that. Now, Lynn Miller brings something up. That's interesting. No body, no crime. I'm going to go to the Anna Walsh case. Anna Walsh, they don't fully have the body, but they certainly have a lot of evidence. The Google searches. So I don't know about that. Let me ask the jury that's here right here. Lynn Miller, who I respect. No body, no crime. With everything you've heard, we don't have a body. Are there people that have suspicions? I don't know. If I was sitting on a jury and everything was laid out for me the way things have been laid out, Anna Walsh, they even knew what dumpster Brian Walsh put his wife in, and they still couldn't find the body. So they did find some elements of it. They found some clothes, they found the hacksaw, they found some human tissue, they found some blood in the mother's dumpster. So I know people say that, but I don't know about that. I'm not there yet, but that's an opinion. Will you do a Facebook Live from his house with Ladybug again? I don't know. I don't think we're bringing LB back there. Maybe I'm not stressing enough. She almost died. Ladybug is lucky to be alive. She had a massive stroke from the attack. So we're not bringing her. Maybe I didn't say that enough, in all fairness. But she was not expected to make it. It's a miracle she's literally walking around. Bring her back to the house? That's not happening. Listen, I felt bad afterwards. I felt responsible afterwards, even though I was injured as well. We didn't know that was going to happen. So I'll answer that. The answer is no. I'm not bringing her to that house again. I'm not doing that. I'm not bringing anyone by that house again. I'm not. Nope. I am not doing that. There's no. Listen, you're not. We saw what happened last time. So, there's a point. Do I like doing this? Yes. Am I committed to doing it? Obviously. Someone texted me last night. Now, are you going to be broadcasting live tonight? Like, it was raining frigging sideways. I'm going to go out in the pouring rain? Like, do I give off idiot vibes? No, we're not doing that. I'm not sold on the Monica thing. I think so, Jane Rice. Jane Rice is with me. I mean, I think there's an awful lot there. She had terrible trauma. Terrible. Thank you, Lynn Miller. Yeah, no, come on. No. That wasn't, no more stress. I felt bad. I still feel bad that happened. I agree with you, Chris. LB has delivered. We're going to do a Facebook Live. We're not doing a Facebook Live in front of the house. No, I won't, Brenda. I'm not. Folks, listen, I have a friend of mine in law enforcement who's like, Juan, you're not going back. You're not going back. When the Warwick police pulled up to the house, he had a hatchet in the bedroom. One of my closest friends. It's like, you're not going back there. He could take out an eye, right? You don't go to jail for life if you take out someone's eye. You get 3 years. You're out in, 18 months. Who knows? No. We did that. She doesn't, Gene. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. I'm telling you, folks, I do. We'll find out, Melissa. I know. crime does not pay. I am a victim of crime. Now, granted, people have been very generous with their stars and subscriptions, but, you know, and I don't, like they say, oh, fill out the form and, you know, there's a state victim fund. I don't qualify for anything like that. That victim fund thing, that's for like if you're in witness protection and you have to stay in a hotel somewhere, they'll pay for the hotel. I mean, no, he destroyed all that stuff and lied about it. And they caught him. There's Heidi. Hi there. Yes. I agree. Thank you, Marie. Yeah. I don't know, Arlene. That's another very good question. Very good question by Arlene Maroney. Yes. No, Nancy, you can go. I am not. Listen, folks, here's the other thing. I mean, I can't be perceived as someone that's looking for trouble. I can't be perceived as though I'm, like, daring him. I'm not, that, you know, if anyone thinks that, it's like the people, like, that tell me to walk behind when Channel 10 is doing a stand-up or something. I'm not, you know, I was the class comedian. I wasn't the class clown. No, I'm not. It's like we'd be at the BLM protest and the people are like, go closer to that. Like, okay, so you'll get a kick out of me getting the crap kicked out of me. No, it's not. Yes, that's right. We'll go for ice cream. Thank you, Brenda. You know, Melissa, it's all about, you know, you're going to be really into it. You're going to be really vested. I think you guys can tell when I'm at a scene with other members of the media, and there's nothing against them, but, like, no one's telling, you know, it's like, all right, you know, get out there. You know, I'm very dedicated to this. I believe in our system. I believe in law and order. Let alone, I've become very close with the family. Charlotte had a beautiful family. She did not deserve this. We need accountability in this case. I am not a one-hit. No, we are going to see this through. Absolutely. I said we would see it through. We are going to see it through. Thick or thin. No way. We have to look out for each other. Right? All right. So you get banged up a little bit. And yes, he did. He smashed some very expensive equipment, the creep. But we'll just see about that. Yes. Yeah, hatchet. Well, they found it in his... Yeah, that's a good question, Doreen. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that. But I would think they... I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not going down there. It does, doesn't it, Gene? It's a sad house now. It is. Crystal, you are more than welcome to do that. I will not be joining you. It is near the water, Dean. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong. I don't know what that means. Does Piro have home security cameras? I don't know who Piro is. Yes, we will, Lynn Miller. We have to. Yes, folks. You know? That's right. Hey, the homeless, they're going to ship them to Burrville. How about that? I feel bad for the Burrville people. Get ready for the homeless. Hi there, Alyssa. So, you're right, Lawrence. See, I'm more along the lines of that. You know? And again, I want to come back to Anna Walsh case. That was like instant. And they knew the dumpsters that her husband, Brian Walsh, put her in. And they still couldn't get her. Because she ended up in Peabody. I have no idea on that. I haven't seen any cameras like that. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. Melissa's so thoughtful. Yes. Just a little bit, Bree. Just a little bit. You can catch up on DePietro.com or watch this again. I don't know, David. Why didn't he pay? Maybe he will file with that. It's possible. I haven't discussed his home insurance policies with him. Remember, he was denying that he even had my stuff, even though they found my stuff in his house. Burned and destroyed. We've covered the Monica stuff. I don't think so, Sharon. Oh, okay. Sharon, I like that. I like that. When's the next watch party? That's entirely up to them. By the way, the TED Stadium, they're the ones that do that. They put that on. They started doing it, and then they did it again. It was a lot of fun. I feel bad for the Burrville people. Wow. Okay, Jade Lynn knows to deal with that. Thank you. All right, folks, we're going to do this. It's 8:04. Okay, now, it's dry out. If something happens, Juan will be out. I know it is getting dark. We're back to Juan after dark. I will say this. You know, the vigil for Charlotte is coming up 2 weeks from tomorrow night, I will be there. I invite you to come. Be nice to be there as a group, have a big crowd. You know, I think the world of the family, and obviously Kathy and Mark Lester and Tina, and, you know, Charlotte, the Lester family. They have really nice people. They have wonderful friends. Kathy and I have become, you know, very friendly. We drop everything. Folks, we're going to see this through. This is good versus evil. This is good versus evil. We are in the fight. Remember, we don't retreat. We reload. We are not giving up. He thought he was going to scare me off. My resolve has never been stronger. When they drag him, well, when they drag someone into court, I will be there. And the rest of the media who gave up on it, who never did anything, who, he's chasing that, but all that, the hell with it. We are on a mission. Vision is on. Blinders on. We are going forward. Justice for Charlotte. We will get resolution one way or another. In the battle of good versus evil, good must win. I pray for Charlotte. I pray for her family. I pray for all of you. I believe in the Warwick Police. I believe in our justice system. I believe in the people in the Attorney General's office. I am not a cynic like that. I believe we will get justice. Folks, thank you. Hopefully, very memorable Juan After Dark. It is Monday night. And we're back on the radio. Thank you, Roberta. That's right. We do not... They're wrong. You know? They're wrong. Oh, okay, I'm just going to give up and get... Listen, we don't scare. Okay? We get knocked down, which I did, but we get back up after we mend in the hospital. LB will be on later this week. I think tomorrow night, I'm going undercover to try to break into that motorcycle gang. We're not sure yet. Some friends are trying to advise me against it, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, folks, thank you. Visit the website, depetro.com. It's Juan After Dark.